In today's video, I take the track bars off my Jeep YJ to see how much more it flexes. Stay tuned. All right, to start the test, it's in stock configuration, stock leaf springs, and the track bars are in front and rear. I'll run it up the ramp and see what the initial results are. It's really hard to do this with stick shift and a clutch and bad brakes. So we'll measure this, see where this gets us. All right, I know it doesn't really look like it, but this is 5 1/4 inch. It's kind of hard to tell, but we're gonna go with 4 3/4. Okay, so the first measurements were on the corner travel index. What I want to try is just a ramp travel index. All I'll need is 1 ramp on the front left tire because this really isn't going to flex much. So we'll see how much that makes a difference as well. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, maybe I was wrong, but I'll take the track bars off and see. Let's measure real quick. All right, so on the RTI Flex, I'm gonna round up just a little bit. I'm gonna do 12 3/4. Just do a quick walk around of all this immense flex with the stock suspension. Ramp's not on this side. Actually looks pretty good. Honestly, with just 1 tire in the air, it's actually pretty impressive. All right, let's take the track bars off. All right, so on the passenger side, the front bolt is easy. The problem with the front bolt is going to be 18 millimeter, but it's just spinning the back side of it. And so I have to get an extension and go all the way to the back side. And of course, the head of the bolt is an 19, and this is an 18. So we can get it off. I think I'm going to use a torque wrench. All right, torque wrench. Oh man, come on. Why? There's one. One bolt says 18, one's a 19. Stand by. Oh, come on. What a pain in the butt. All right, that side's off. All right, driver's side. Luckily, this bolt is captured on the back side. And of course, it's also a different size. It's a 21. Well, I was wrong about it being captured. It's actually a T55 Torx head on the back side. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Track bar out. In the rear, I decided to jack the axle up on jack stands to give myself more room. But again, it's a 21 on the bolt side, and it's captured. Well, it's not captured. It's that Torx 55. This one might be welded on here. Well, when all else fails, I swear this would be easier just to take the body off. Success! Okay, this is 19 on both sides, and there's room for the impact on the driver's side, so let's get this going. That is really on there. I wonder if that's captured. Alright. I don't think it's captured, it's just really on there. It's like welded. Try more beef on the impact. But the good news is it came off. Alright, so my plan, I removed the shock bolt. I want to show you how awesome these stock shocks are. Made in 92. You just push it down with one finger. It doesn't even rebound. Get the shock out of the way so I can start hammering on this stupid bolt some more. Alright, you can see there's like a washer that's welded on here. There's one on the other side, and inside here, let's see if I can show you real quick. The bushing has just welded itself to the bolt. So somebody had jerry-rigged this back on. I'm gonna have to cut all this stuff off. I might even just cut the bracket at the axle right here. Just cut that completely off to get this stupid track bar off. Alright, I took the tire off on the back left rear just so you can see. They're really, the bushing, the metal bushing that's in the inside of this is just welded in. So I might just take a Sawzall and try to cut this bolt on both sides. Okay, so today is day 2 on trying to remove the track bar. I ran out of time last night, and the Sawzall did not work on the bolt like I thought it would, so I'm just going to use a cutoff wheel, and I'm going to have to just cut off the rear bracket. I don't know that this is the recommended way at all. Eventually I do want to replace the axles anyway, so for me, it doesn't matter so much. Do it at your own risk. Holy smokes, this was a pain in the butt to get the rear one off. But it's off. I'll throw the tire back on, we'll go back out to the ramps, check out the flex. Okay, the track bars are off. I have the CTI ramp set up. There's one on the rear corner. Remember the last test we did, the front was about 5 1/4 and the right rear was 4 3/4. So I'll run it up the ramp and see if it makes a difference. Man. All right, I have the measurement set up and we are at 6 3/8. All right, we gained about an inch. That's pretty awesome. All right, in the rear, we are at about 5 3/8. So maybe about ½ inch almost. That's pretty awesome as well. We're gonna do just a quick walk around CTI Flex with no track bars, stock Jeep YJ. This one's tucked pretty good in the rear. Okay, RTI measurement, no track bars. Here we go. Oh, there's just a little bit. Let me see if I can adjust that. There we go. Let's take a measurement. Okay, so the previous RTI was 12.75 and we are at 15.75. I'll round up just a smidge. That's 3 inches of difference. That's crazy. All right, after some testing, we can clearly see that taking the track bars off of YJ definitely makes a difference. So taking the track bars off is actually a pain in the butt, especially because it's an old vehicle and everything's like welded on with rust, but it definitely makes a difference. I do have to say, do this at your own risk. It's not recommended, but people are going to modify their Jeeps. So speaking of which, this is a stock YJ and it showed you how much of a difference it makes, but who wants a stock Jeep? So in the next videos, I'm going to start installing the 3.5-inch BDS lift kit that I have. Turn this stock YJ into something hopefully pretty wild. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. In today's video, I take the track bars, the flex bars,